Racket number 2. Real estate mogul Grant Cardone, social media influencer Grant Cardone is joining eXp Realty.
Well, teaming up.
Teaming up.
I don't know that we would use the word join. There's still so much speculation here.
Lots of it.
We don't know what he's doing. We don't know what exactly he's up to, but there's something going on here.
He did a podcast or some type of virtual video call with Glenn Sanford, of course, CEO of eXp. And Inman says, though it remains unclear what Cardone will be doing with eXp, he did recently promise to add nitro into the, I can see him saying that if you ever followed Grant's stuff, nitro into the brokerage's already successful strategy. The brokerage, by the way, in June of 2020 had just crossed 30,000 agents. Today, they're over 45,000 agents. That's according to Glenn's co-founder, Byron, who was just recently on a podcast. Shout out to Byron, too. He did a good podcast with me, Kevin. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. But GC, they call him Uncle G. You didn't know who he was. 10X guy.
I'm kind of embarrassed that I don't. I'm clearly just in my little hole.
He's accumulated in multifamily real estate, I believe, and I could be wrong on this. Correct me in the comments if you know. I believe over $1 billion. Maybe it's over $2 billion. I don't know. It's a large amount. I don't remember reading that much,
but maybe the article, because I did do a little bit of I enjoyed reading about him. I did. Yeah. He was in rehab at 25. I mean, he's doing it.
And a lot of people don't like him. He's a very divisive figure on social media, although he's got well over 1 million on IG and over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. He can be very divisive. There was a big thing with him, even with Cardone Capital, which is where he takes investors and goes buys these multifamily. There's a big thing there, but anyways, he knows one thing about Grant Cardone is he knows how to get attention.
Well, he knows sales. I mean, he's been studying sales for over 30 years.
Starting the car business, started this coaching, training company that sold to all the car businesses. Because that's sort of my speculation.
I'm thinking he's partnering somehow with some sort of coaching team up. But I could be wrong.
They were actually on Clubhouse when they did this.
They were on Clubhouse, yes.
Mm-hmm. But I saw a video of it. I thought you couldn't video while you're on Clubhouse. I don't know the Clubhouse rules.
Well, but somebody could be recording it, recording.
I want to put the 5 a.m. call on Clubhouse, but then there was this rule, you can't put it onto a podcast after it's been on Clubhouse. Who are you, Clubhouse?
Well, they're trying to be something.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be anything in a year.
Well,
okay. So
I feel like I already need to get the app off my phone. I get notifications.
So what do you think? I have speculation on this.
Well, again, I mean, I'm sort of a newcomer to this guy. Again, when I first read it, I felt like it was more along the lines of training. Again, he's a huge sales guy.
Training? I don't think so.
I felt like it was more on the training end. You have a completely different speculation, but you're deeper into his life than I am.
eXp and I study eXp quite a bit, and eXp Realty wants you to believe that they are training at a ridiculous level through their virtual world, and that they've got great training for their agents. And I'm not saying it's not great, but they want you to believe it's the best in the world. They don't advertise. Obviously, eXp doesn't advertise. It's all word of mouth. They've gotten to 45,000 agents globally. I think 9 countries globally. All word of mouth. Just agents recruiting. Agents. Grant Cardone
recruiting machine
loves the model. An eXp agent will tell you, we are not MLM. We are not, Herbalife. We are the furthest thing from that.
I don't know about that.
You got to be licensed in real estate. You got to sell real estate for it to work. There's a lot of people that do sell real estate. Great, phenomenal agents. I'm thinking Kyle Whistle, San Diego. I'm thinking Scott Compa, Southern New Jersey. I'm thinking Candace Decker, Cape Coral, Florida. There's a whole I'm thinking Treasure Davis, Colorado Springs. There are a whole bunch of great agents that have moved their business, their team, over to eXp and are doing quite well with the model. That being said, there are also a lot of agents bouncing out of eXp because they're not recruiters. They don't have a social influence. They're not building their downline.
Right.
Their stocks are much more restrictive, the stocks that you're given as an agent than you're led to believe. This is 2020 data. I don't know if it's changed. Of course, my trusty Swanepoel book. Yep. The one-time startup fee for an agent is $149. That's classic MLM. You got to pay to get in. So you have a startup fee, $85 cloud brokerage fee a month, a $65 per transaction fee, and then once you've capped, The transaction fee goes up to $250 a transaction, capped at $5,000 a year. There's a $40 risk management fee. There's a $25 broker fee. The cap is $16,000. Now, the reason why some agents will leave because of those fees is because they got roped into the stock side, the rev share side, and they don't have the support, training, infrastructure to actually do sales in real estate. And you make your money. The eXp agents that are killing it, their first revenue source is selling real estate. There's just too many people right now getting in thinking, I'm going to go lay on a beach. I'm going to build my downline.
Right.
And I'm not going to have, it's a great company for those that can do both. If you're just focused on sales, you don't really care about recruiting, it's not going to be the place for you, in my opinion.
Right.
Now, where I think Grant Cardone is going with this is here's where he's going. I went on his Instagram the day the news came out.
Yep.
Elena Cardone, who's his wife, was on his Instagram story. He was filming her in their $10 million Miami, looking out at the Atlantic condo.
I feel like it should be more than that.
Might be more. Okay, I'm just throwing 10 out there. It's up on a big top floor.
So fun.
See the beach.
I'm sure it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
He says, Elena, what are you doing? She says, I'm studying for my real estate license. I've got day one or chapter one or whatever, something. And so here's the thing. He's got millions of followers.
Right.
He buys hundreds of millions of dollars worth of multifamily investments every single year. Now, he's kind of backtracking because he's always said, you don't want to be the agent, you want to be the investor. Now, all of a sudden, his wife's going to be the agent.
Well,
he's also always said, don't buy single-family homes. They're getting into a company that's what they do is sell single-family homes. Here's where I think they're going with it.
Go for it.
I think Elena's going to get her license. I think she's going to get her name on the buy side of these $100 million deals, these multifamily deals, so that they cap out. And then just through his content, his podcast, everything, he's going to build this huge downline. And they're probably going to even offer some Grant Cardone sales training because he already has all the training.
And I was going to say that because that's, again, and that's, I think, where that person that thinks that they could just lay on the beach and recruit, that's where they're failing because they're not providing any additional help. So everyone's just like, forget this. I'm not joining this guy. But if they're joining this because of Cardone,
but hey,
you have to give some information or else no one else is going to continue to come or stay.
If I join under Grant's link and he's now providing me weekly training because he has a sales training, hundreds of employees, an engine, a machine that can train these people. He probably believes, and he probably can do this better than some people in eXp, that he can train these people up to stick into the company longer, which obviously keeps his rev share up and all of that. It's so interesting.
It is because
how many other celebrities or big names are going to do something similar to this?
Well, it's actually it's mind-boggling that they actually haven't already. My only fear here is as all of those handful of names of agents that you were talking about, they're now in direct competition with this huge guy, right? Because he won't be trying to sell.
He won't be trying to sell homes.
No, but in terms of him gobbling up everybody.
Well, no, he's 45,000 people down the line. So if you're in the first wave of eXp, if you got in I don't know 2013 or 2014, you're actually excited about Grant Cardone being 45,000 people away from you. Because if they bring more people
in, it just helps them.
I'm trying to understand. Depends on where in the line, obviously,
right,
and where he's joining and under whose downline or whatever. So it may not directly impact you, but
this is all Herbalife.
It is.
Come
all
on,
Herbalife.
Put in your orders. Let's start. Let's start a brick and mortar store and start selling my shakes.
So, anyways, here's the thing. It may not directly impact you if you're in the first wave, but it's bringing so much more awareness. It may make it easier if you're doing the right things for you to recruit. Listen, I have so much respect for eXp.
He should just start his own brokerage at this point.
Glenn Sanford was a team leader at Keller Williams. And look at what has now happened. The stock, let's look up what it is right now. This is Thursday morning. EXPI is the ticker. I think the last time we did it on the show, it's 141. It was just 165 the other day. So it's been spiking down a little bit because it is way overvalued. I mean, there's no question about that. It is way overvalued. But listen, it was $6 a year ago, and it's now $140. So people that saw this coming, now people that do own inside the company, they do have some restrictions on selling. They have some restrictions right now before the split is coming. They're about to split. Mm-hmm. Anyways, Glenn Sanford, he was a team leader of about 15, 20 agents at Keller Williams. Broke off and started this thing. Billionaire now. Total beast. Total beast.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's why I'm saying I'm surprised that this other guy, what's his name? What are we talking about? Grant? Why does he just start his own brokerage? Why does he even need the eXp model?
Rocket Loans advertising on Inman. That's a stock I'd buy if you're looking for a stock tip. It's
anyway,
very safe.
Busy week. It was a busy week.
So is that a racket, GC?
I still have so many questions.
I think it's a racket because he's backtracked on talking crap on real estate industry so long. Now he's in.
Well, I think it's a racket that they're not explaining exactly how he's partnering with them. Just give up the information.